everybody kind of figured out that Black Lives Matter, the organization, right? The idea or whatever just keeps running around in various different forms. And because that grift, the association, the organization itself has kind of run its course, it's started to shift and their ideologies have just started to permeate a bunch of different groups that's out there. And now we have Dallas Justice Now. And what are they trying to put forward? Well, they want to just get white people out of higher learning. Yeah, no. Nothing racist about that, but as you can see, you earned or inherited your money through oppressing people of color. Fucking what? Does that work the same thing for rich, I don't know, you would call them oppressed people, I would call them hard workers. Anybody who has earned a living through their own sweat of their brow. And if they happen to be black, brown, yellow, purple, green, or orange, is that some sort of self-hatred? Except for the last example. I wasn't intending on that, but obviously our Orange Man, always bad. A social justice group has said it sent a letter to white Democrats in 2 wealthy Texas neighborhoods calling on them to pledge that their children will not apply to Ivy League schools so black students can get the spot instead, because that's exactly how it works. They're just running down the list and it's like, oh, this person pulled out, they would have been just such a great category, but you know what, little Cindy Johnson just needs to make way for LaQuisha Washington, because that's how things work. These people are so fucking patently stupid. Dallas Justice Now, which appears to have been set up recently, is asking white allies to commit to making sacrifices to correct centuries of injustice by committing some more self-injustice, which therefore makes things better? Yeah, I doubt it. The group is specifically calling on people to sign a college pledge to not get educated and just go onto the plantation. Oh, I'm sorry. Their children to Ivy League or U.S. News and World Report top 50 schools, and instead leave those spots open for students of black, I'm not saying that one, Hispanic, and other marginalized backgrounds who were denied access to these institutions for hundreds of years. Ethnic minorities have long been underrepresented in Ivy League schools. At Harvard and Princeton, only around 6% of the total student body are black, according to Data USA. Okay. What percentage of that is white? Is the other 84% all white? Or what's a percentage of Asian? Okay? Depending on the month and depending on the hashtag that's trending at the time, either Asians are really good or they're horrifically overrepresented and they should be put in a group with a bunch of white people. Like, you can't have it both ways, okay? You start playing stupid games, you end up winning stupid prizes. And then you end up with stupid children. Ethnic minorities, like it continues to say here at Columbia and Cornell, this figure stood at around 5%, while brown around 7%. Oh, well, the name of the school is brown, therefore more people need to be brown. Is that the logic? Is that what we're going with? Data from the Census Bureau shows 88% of residents in University Park are white, with just 1.5% being black or African American in Highland Park. 91% are white, and less than 1% are black or African American. Cool, very affluent neighborhoods that would be very much predisposed to agreeing to these talking points. Oh, it turns out they're very white. Oh, okay. Both areas are among the richest in the state. There we go. With residents enjoying a median household income above $200,000 in Highland Park, which is beautiful, which is very, very beautiful, ranking in the 10 wealthiest communities in America back in 2018. And then they started to move in. The average house price stood at $1.3 million in University Park and $1.5 million in Highland Park between 2015 and 19, with some mansions along the iconic Beverly Drive currently on the market for $10 million. Sweet. Sounds like a nice place to live. And sounds like those people worked hard to get there. They were highly educated, but I don't know, some grifter just wants you to make sure that your kids aren't going to be as successful and they should just become socialists like they are. And there's the figurehead, not to get anybody confused, those are words for off camera, who is setting up the nonprofit group. Oh, how many houses is she going to be buying in the next couple of months? It goes on to call out white Democrats who stand with Black Lives Matter movement, but this is a totally different movement, right? Saying now is the time for them to step up and make the area more just. Why? If you want to move into the area, if you want to go to the same schools as all of the highly successful 1%, why don't you apply yourself? Or why don't you set yourself up so that your kids could maybe one day get there? Why not try to make society, why not try to make future generations better? A sign of an enlightened society is people planting trees knowing that they will never sit under the shade of said tree, but rather generations in the future. Well, she doesn't want that. She just wants to burn it all the fuck down because that's easier and you'll feel better doing it because working hard is too damn difficult. We need to step up and back your words up with action and truly sacrifice to make our segregated city more just. No. The pledge asks the recipients to check one of two boxes. I am a racist hypocrite, or I agree. Oh wow, you're not trying to fucking poison the well on this one, are you? The group warned on its website it will publicly announce the names of people who have and have not signed the pledge. Oh my god. As much as the people that they're going to be targeting with this are just... they said that they're going to be targeting white Democrats that live in the area. Okay, let's take them at their face value. Let's just say that they decided that they want to comb the voter rolls, and after they're done trolling through all the cemeteries and they actually get to Highland Park and University Station, they get there and they start canvassing the area, and then they start handing out these surveys and pledges. On one hand, these hypocritical white Democrats, they get what they deserve. But then at the same time, maybe they're just Democrats and maybe they just didn't want to go along with all of this insanity. Maybe they agreed with Black Lives Matter at the beginning and then they started burning everything down. But it's not about that. This is just about turning a quick buck, and she probably needs a couple because the prices on Happy Meals just went through the roof. But moving along to something a little bit more appealing. Let's just go ahead and say it. This right here. Ooh, all kinds of delicious. And yes, she was Miss Connecticut. She appeared at Miss USA and a few years ago, but she managed to hit the lottery. Okay, she got wifed up and married a very successful surgeon, and everything was working out great for her. And the dude is an absolute Chad. Right here, Dr. Kim. You can just, okay, look at that fucking jawline on this dude. Like, he looks like the Asian version of that huge, jacked Russian guy. You know, the Chad outline. We'll call him Chan. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, because this guy went proactive, and he divorced this bitch. Why? Because Chan here, he don't fuck around. Manhattan spinal surgeon divorces his beauty queen wife because she led a secret life as a high-end hooker earning $700,000. Some simps out there I think, oh, she's earning $700,000, so that could really go towards the family. And why would you break that up? She just wants to be a contributing member of the family. Why would you do that? It doesn't affect you. No, she starts selling her fucking pussy for money. Yeah, no, that bitch is out on her ass. And guess what, Chan there? We need more of him around. Absolutely. A Manhattan spinal surgeon has settled his divorce with his former beauty queen wife after claiming in court papers he discovered she had been engaging in sex work. God bless this man. Dr. Hanko Jim sought an annulment of his marriage to former Miss USA hopeful Regina Turner, who is absolutely slamming, but unfortunately she's taken that and putting it everywhere, claiming she was a high-end call girl before and after their 2015 marriage. Special surgery Dr. Kim settled his divorce from Turner before a public court hearing, which scheduled for 10 a.m. Monday. A court spokesperson told the Daily News. The divorce papers filed in Manhattan Supreme Court reportedly alleged that Turner earned nearly $700,000 in cash from her clients. Was this per year? Was this year over year? Like, what are we talking here? Millionaire surgeon Dr. Kim. So clearly they didn't need the money. She just didn't feel fulfilled in the relationship. Well, guess what? Hopefully you got a fucking cushy place where you can land, because it ain't going to be with Chan. The papers go on to claim that Turner, who won Miss Connecticut title in 2011, had clients including a New Jersey-based real estate executive and an award-winning lighting designer. Daily News reported. Not to belabor the obvious, but defendant clearly committed material fraud upon Dr. Kim by concealing her sale of sexual services in exchange for money prior to the marriage. Yeah, sucks to suck. He was sold a bill of false goods. Just making her taste a little bit of accountability. It's probably better than other things that she's tasted. As is further obvious, plaintiff would have never married defendant absent her lies and concealment. Round of applause. Round of applause for Dr. Kim. Absolute. fucking alpha here. Hey man, she was Miss Connecticut in 2011. Yeah, he can go ahead and just change it in for a newer model. I just recommend not in the past couple of years, because you never know if they accidentally might have had a dick, and we don't want you to have to go through another divorce proceeding. With that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.